So, for those of you who don't know, I love playing pencil and paper RPGs. So much so that I collect rulebooks for RPGs that I've never actually played before. Perhaps someday I'll get around to playing these, but for the sake of simplicity, we're going to talk about a game I've been playing recently. Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. No, we're not going to talk about the game itself, perhaps I'll do that another time. Instead, we're going to focus on one aspect of tabletop role-playing, the minifig. A minifig, or miniature figurine, is a tiny statue that's supposed to represent a character or creature in a tabletop game. They're most commonly seen in games like HeroClix and Warhammer 40k. Even if you don't play many board games, you've probably seen a Space Marine at least once in your life. Minifigs in tabletop RPGs aren't a necessity. I've played many games without the aid of them. It really depends on who you're playing with and who the dungeon master or game master is. Some people insist on playing with them, some prefer not to play with them. I myself love miniature figurines. They add a visual flair to a game and help bring your epic adventure to life like never before. However, there is one major problem with minifigs when it comes to RPGs: representation of your character. One of the great things about playing RPGs, and arguably the most fun and exciting part, is the character creation. Picking your class, your race, choosing your background, it's all good fun. However, if you're like me and you like playing with miniatures, you kind of run into a tiny roadblock. Haha, get it? Tiny roadblock? Miniatures? Never mind. Before 5th edition came out, I purchased something called the Red Box, which is a starter kit for D&D 4th edition, and I love this thing. The box and its contents, that is. 4th edition itself wasn't terrible, but this box is fantastic for newcomers. Mainly because it came with maps, item cards, pre-made character sheets, and drumroll please, character tokens. Yes, for the longest time I've used these as visual identifiers for our adventures, and they still do the job just fine. There are plenty of monsters, which is good, however, when it comes to the heroes, you're not so fortunate. There are only a handful of characters, and there is a chance that your character won't be represented, which for someone like myself is kind of a bummer. Now, sure, you can buy official minifigs for the game, but even then, that only goes so far. Sure, you can get a half-orc mini, but what if your half-orc is a paladin that wears plate mail and wields a kukri, for some reason? Well, fear not, because there is a solution. Allow me to introduce to you HeroForge. HeroForge is a website that allows you to make and customize your very own miniature tabletop gaming figurine. And worry not, even if you don't play D&D, you can still make the miniature of your dreams with the many, many different character pieces from multiple genres. So that half-orc paladin that wields a kukri for some reason can finally be brought to life. I've wanted to use HeroForge for a very long time, and thankfully with the money I got from Christmas, I was finally able to. The site offers 4 materials of varying price: plastic, premium plastic, steel, and bronze. I went with premium plastic because it supposedly looks the best if you want the detailing to show up, and they're the best for painting. And after that was done, I just had to wait, and within a few weeks, a package arrived. So, what do you get when you order a figurine from HeroForge? You get 2 HeroForge stickers, a lovely thank you card with information about caring for and painting your figurine, and return information should you be dissatisfied with the product. And of course, it comes with the miniature itself. So, how did it turn out? Well, this is an image of the figurine I made, my level 13 human fighter, Thomas Cooper. And here's the final product. Not gonna lie, I'm freaking ecstatic about this. I think he turned out awesome. There are a few tiny things that I have slight issue with. His sword is a little bent, and he has some sprue left over from the printing process, but those are such small issues when compared to the whole of the product. Granted, this is with the higher end plastic. I'm not sure how nice the normal plastic would look, but I'm sure it would come out fine all the same. And the sword being bent is most likely a result of choosing the softer plastic. Softer plastic equals better details, but a weaker figurine. However, that's not to say the figurine itself is flimsy by any means. So long as you're careful with it, it'll last you a long time. For such a small item, I'm surprised at how well detailed it actually is. Money well spent in my opinion. Speaking of money, I'm sure you're curious. How much is this gonna cost me? Well, the price is gonna vary from person to person. I live in Canada and chose the higher end plastic, so all in all, the price came to be around $40. Which, in all honesty, isn't that bad considering how nice it looks. These are the official Dungeons & Dragons minifigurines, and the 6 of these guys together comes to roughly the same price. So really what it comes down to is this. You can get one really nice custom figure that looks perfectly like your character, or you can get 6 figures that look okay and might have a guy that looks like your character, but probably not. If you ask me, I'd rather have the one nice looking figurine, thank you very much. And since they bothered to even thank me, I want to say thank you, Hero Forge. You brought one of my favorite Dungeons & Dragons heroes to life. I will most definitely be using your services again in the future. If this seems like your kind of thing, give it a try. There will be a link in the description below to their website, or just Google Hero Forge. Thank you for watching.